goodness. What's going on? Okay, I think we're live now. A little problem loading the class, but okay, you guys were basically seemed to be in before I seemed to be in. Hello, welcome to Verbling. I'm teacher Oakley, and once again, it is time for idioms class. Today, we'll be looking at idioms that we use to talk about dishonesty, cheats, and liars and thieves. Okay, some good idioms that you can use when you're just pissed off. Okay, with the cheats and the liars. All right, as usual, students will take turns doing some fill-in-the-blank type exercises, and we will discuss these idioms. Any similar idioms that I can come up with, or you can come up with, please do feel free to help me out. And as well, I'll try to clarify if there's any situational use, if they're used extremely generally or only under specific circumstances. And feel free to share any idioms that you can think of, whether they're in English or translated from your own language, because that's always very interesting to me to hear those. Okay, let me welcome students to the class, and we'll get started. Hello, Anna. How are you today?
Hello, teacher. I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
Pretty good, actually.
Okay.
I just realized that I've had a cold for like 4 days, and I think I feel better. You ever notice how you have a cold and you don't really notice that you feel better until somebody asks you?
It depends on the day. Sometimes well, sometimes not so well.
Okay. Yeah, I feel great suddenly. Thank you for asking. All right. Ileana.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Ileana, hello. How are you?
Hello. I'm okay. Happy to see you again and to be in class.
It's always my pleasure. Hello, Michael.
Hello, nice to see you again.
See you too. You got the weird robot thing going.
Sorry?
The humming noise, the background sound. Again.
Maybe just now is better?
Yes, it is. That's perfect. Okay.
But this is the same problem that the other days, because you know that the problem was that when my laptop is closed, I think that I have this sound.
Weird.
So now it's okay.
Yeah, now it's fine.
Okay.
Good.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Plenty of room in the class. If others out there in Verbling land would like to join us, jump on in anytime. Not a big deal. Okay. We are going to start kind of warm up the class by looking at some literal meanings of some keywords which will later be important in the idioms, just to make sure we understand these keywords first of all. So here we go. All right. Fill in the blank exercise. Fill in the blank with the words in bold italics above here. Anna, go ahead with number 1.
Okay. The hair that grows on sheep is called a bull.
Wool. Yes. Here. Yes. Okay. Yes, it most certainly is, but I wouldn't call it hair. It's an animal. I would call it fur. I think that's a little bit of a weird sentence. Normally, hair is human. Fur is animal. Mammals, in particular. Yeah, that's a little weird, but okay.
Okay.
Anyway, you got it right. On a sheep, it's wool. Right. And obviously, we make clothing out of it. Ileana, number 2.
I'm sorry, just have haven't catched the meaning of those sentences. Was it idiom or what was it?
No. These
What did
are
it mean?
literal meanings. We're just looking at the literal meanings of these words here because they will be keywords in the idiom. Like I can already see, pull the wool over your eyes. That's going to be coming up in an idiom. Just so we can understand. Sometimes it helps if you don't know one of the keywords, and then you're kind of lost, but you can picture it more clearly if you know what meaning we're looking for. So number 2.
Okay. An inch is approximately 2.54 centimeters. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Okay. Ileana, just a side note, in English pronouncing this number, you would never say 54. However many places, however many places it goes beyond the decimal point, you would say 2.543216666432. How each number you would pronounce individually.
Okay.
Right. Okay. All right, Michael.
But I'm sorry, but for the time, I would have say 10:30. Or 10, like 9:30.
Absolutely, 10:35, like that. Absolutely.
And it will be strange to say 10:35.
Yes, it would be.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, you are correct. Okay, thank you. Michael, number 3.
If you attack someone with a knife, you robbery them?
No. Robbery is not a verb, right?
Yeah.
Rob is the verb associated with robbery. So, yeah, we definitely need a verb. Okay.
Fiddle, fiddle.
Well, no. You fiddle them. No. More than attack them, if you're, I hate to say it, but I guess if you're successful with your knife attack, I suppose.
So stab?
Stab. Yeah, okay. You stab them. You stick the knife into their flesh. How extremely violent. Yes. Okay. Right. To stab someone is to poke a hole in them. All right. You can, I don't know, you can stab other things besides people. Basically, you can stab things with something else besides a knife. I can stab my notebook with my pencil here. I poke it hard, put a hole in it. I stab it. All right. Okay, Anna, back to you, number 4.
Okay. Cobras, pitons, vipers, are all kind of snake.
Yes, they are. Okay, cobras, pythons. Python.
Pythons.
Yeah.
Pythons.
And vipers.
Vipers?
Vipers.
Vipers.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay. And they're all rather nasty kinds of snakes as well, I might add. Ileana, number 5.
They tried to give the impression of being happily married, but it was just, I would say fake. Was just,
Yes.
but we have another word.
A synonym?
Pretense? Pretense.
Yes.
It was just a pretense. They were actually very unhappy together.
Okay. So they were just pretending, a pretense.
Yeah,
when
pretense.
People put on a show, a fake show, pretend show, it's a pretense. People put on a pretense of being wealthy or, being something they're not.
Yeah, isn't this word is more spoken or writing? I feel it like more like a writing word, or how to
Well,
describe it.
okay.
Because in translation to Russian, it sounds very literal. So just
Yeah.
took it from the book.
Well, okay. I don't know. I don't think it's really formal or really informal. It's one of those kind of middle words. But as far as using it spoken or written, when the circumstances are right, it's quite specific. We use it to talk about when people are putting on an act, and when this obviously isn't a very common occurrence, or at least I hope not.
So more spoken word would be fake.
Well,
Yeah? Or
no,
which one?
When the situation is there, the specific situation, we use this word. We wouldn't say it was just a fake. It was just a fake marriage. No, it is a very common word spoken.
Mm-hmm.
When the situation is there, people are acting in a way to fool everybody else. It's a pretense.
Pretense.
It's all a pretense.
So it's the best word to use it.
It's pretense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand.
Okay. Yeah, it is. It works. Okay, let me quickly welcome Nader to the class. Hi, Nader. Welcome. Hello. Nice to see you again today. Hello. And I'll come back to you in one moment after I talk to Michael. Michael, number 6.
If someone steals money from a bank, it is called robbery.
Now you got your robbery. Definitely. There you go. All right, Nader. In my front garden, there's a blank leading from the gate to the front door. Okay. Nader, what leads from my gate to the front door? A path. Okay, definitely a path. All right, a small trail used for walking is a path. All right, Anna, back to you. Last one here, number 8.
Okay. Blank is another word for a violin. File. A file is another word for a violin.
Okay, but its pronunciation is off. A fiddle.
A fiddle.
Yes, a fiddle.
Okay.
All right, and like this, all right, if you see somebody playing this instrument in an orchestra, you're going to call it a violin. All right.
Yes.
If you see somebody playing this instrument in a country western band, yeehaw! You're going to call it a fiddle.
A fiddle.
There you
Okay,
go.
thank you.
Pretty much it. Okay, let's get to our idioms. Stab to the back. All right. Put the following complete idiomatic expressions here, up here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, into the blanks. This exercise is in the form of a dialogue, two people speaking. So one person speaks and the other person answers, maybe using an idiom. The idea is to give you the idea of how it might sound in a conversation. Okie doke. Ileana, number 1.
I'm sorry to hear you didn't get the promotion you wanted. Should I wait for the pair or answer
Go
it
ahead.
by myself?
Go ahead. And the answer, somebody answers?
Yes, somebody answers yes. Well, they told me I would get it, and then they gave it to someone else. I feel as I've been stabbed in the back.
Okay, that's the one that best fits grammatically. That's true. I guess that's what they want. Okay. Stabbed in the back. Okay. Stabbed in the back is very broad, and the meaning is that somebody betrayed you, basically. So although that fits grammatically, I don't really like the way it fits with the context. There's a couple others that I would maybe change the verb a little bit.
Maybe
Yeah.
A, but him just sounds strange for me. I wouldn't trust them an inch.
Yeah, that's not it, because there's no mention.
Yes.
That's definitely not it. What I was thinking is, what I might say here, somebody's telling you one thing, telling you one thing, telling you one thing, and then they do something else. You've been led up the garden path. Interestingly, Americans say led down the garden path, but same meaning. Someone's leading you down the garden path, or has led you down the garden path. They have continued to tell you lies and make you believe something, like leading you down the path, holding your hand and keep telling you something. Or very similar idea of going for a long distance, a duration, and continuing to lie to you. Maybe taken for a ride. I feel if I've been taken for a ride. Oh, that does fit grammatically. Oh, there you go. That's it then. That must be it.
Taken for a ride.
Feel as if I've been taken for a ride. Okay. Led down the garden path, taken for a ride are very similar. Okay. All right. Yeah, that one fits grammatically, so let's go with that one. All right. Michael, number 2.
Do you like my new Rolex? I bought it down at the local market for a fraction of what they usually cost. I'm afraid it's a fake. Paul, you've been...
Yeah, you're going to have to change the verb a little here, for sure.
I don't see one said. Maybe pull the wool? No. Good, take it. No, I don't know. I need to change something in the front of that.
I think so, because once again we have been, as if it were a passive present perfect. There's not.
A snake getting the ground? No, that is no. It's not a verb. It's. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's. I think you've been taken advantage of. Makes the most sense to me. Yeah. Okay. So
what's the meaning in this case? What is the meaning of?
Okay. If someone takes advantage of you, well, in this case, they've taken advantage of Paul's stupidity. They've taken advantage of his naivety. Yeah, naivete, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Now, you got to be careful with this idiom, because you can use this in a positive way. Oh, you were invited to attend a workshop for free in another city. You should take advantage of it.
Yeah, I was thinking about this, about the positive meaning.
Okay, so yes, there is this positive meaning. Absolutely. But also, it can be very negative. He took advantage of me. I don't know anything about cars, and the salesman took advantage of me. Okay, he took advantage of the fact, and usually we say he took advantage of me, even though what I really mean, he took advantage of the fact I know nothing about cars. And he, he ripped me off, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Anna?
I'm sorry. Just a question about grammatic. You've been taken advantage of. Does it mean that you was the object? You were the object? Well, it's like, sounds like a passive.
It looks like a passive. It is a passive, yes.
It is a passive, okay.
Yeah, the action happened to him. That's right.
Okay.
Exactly. Right. Okay, Anna, did you have a question?
Yes, teacher. In this sentence, I could use you've been taken for a ride?
I think you could. I think Nader just asked the same question. I think you could. The idea being, okay, there's more of an idea. Yeah, you've been taken for a ride. Yeah, okay, you've been ripped off. Yes. Oh, here's another one. You've been sold a bill of goods. I just thought of this. You've been sold a bill of goods. It's another. Basically, the meaning is you've been ripped off. Yeah. So, actually, either one could work. Taken advantage of, taken for a ride. With led down the garden path or taken for a ride, there's a little bit of an understood underlying connotation or meaning that somebody spent some time. There's some duration to this. Okay. Or often there is, or honestly, it can just mean okay, you got ripped off, and that's it. You were ripped off. Okay, straight up. All right, let's try number 3 here. Where are we here? Okay, Nader. Number 3. What about getting a secondhand computer from that shop next to the station? Reply, I wouldn't buy anything from that man. I've heard a lot about him. You wouldn't trust him an inch. Very good. Okay. Do you know the entire expression here? It comes from a saying. Okay. Give them an inch and they'll take a mile. It's very close to that expression. If you give someone an inch, they'll take a mile. Very much the same idea. I mean, they're very close. Give someone an inch, they'll take a mile. If you concede even a little bit, then they'll use that as a precedent to take advantage of you even more. All right? You tell your boss, okay, I'll work this Saturday, and then he'll end up asking you to come in the next Saturday, the next Saturday, the next Saturday, the next Saturday. All right? Give him an inch, they'll take a mile. So, kind of definitely both negative. I wouldn't trust him in an inch. Another very common one for Americans, which I like, which I heard a lot. Okay, I wouldn't trust him as this is very common for Americans. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. That's a good one, too. Yeah, that's it. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile. All right, which also means you can't trust somebody, but give him an inch, they'll take a mile is a little different. You concede a little bit, they'll use that against you to take more from you or take more advantage of you. All right. Wouldn't trust him an inch or wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him is a commentary about a person. We don't normally, I wouldn't say I wouldn't trust that company an inch. That wouldn't make sense. This is definitely going to be about a human being. Certainly. Okay, moving on. Number 4, Anna, back to you.
Okay, teacher. Why has Patricia been sick? She's only been here a week. We checked her qualifications and found out that she'd never been to university. I'm afraid she got the job maybe under false pretenses.
Very good. Okay, well there you go. Well there you go, Ileana. This is a very, very practical and I think very common use of how we would use false pretenses. All right, exactly. She got the job under false pretenses. Whatever. Somebody did something under false pretenses. So this is the phrasing, and it would be very common to use it this way. Anna, one thing here though, the beginning. Why has Patricia been sacked?
Sacked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what that means? Patricia was sacked.
Maybe it's, I don't know how to say that. When she is lay off, maybe.
Okay.
Of the work.
Okay. Sacked is definitely kind of slang. It means fired. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a big difference, okay, for English speakers, especially for Americans. Sacked or fired is one thing. First of all, if you're sacked or fired, guess what? You do not qualify for unemployment benefits. So you're not going to get any help from the government if you're fired because that's your own fault. You have done something terribly wrong in order to get yourself sacked or fired. So there's a big difference. If you're laid off, that means the company just doesn't have work for you and they can't afford to pay you. So you're laid off. That would mean that you're fully entitled to benefits, insurance benefits from the workman's compensation, and you can get benefits from the government, etc., etc. Okay, so there's an enormous difference in our culture.
Yes, sacked is like dismiss.
Yeah, well, fired. Dismissed. Yeah, okay, I guess dismissed is the formal version. Yeah, sure. That's right. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Number 5. Ileana, number 5, please.
After Harry said what he did yesterday, I felt completely betrayed. Yes, I know what you mean. That guy is a real... Scroll it down just a bit.
Yeah.
Snake in the grass.
Yeah. Yeah, he is. Yep. Yep. And this is a common way to express it. He or she is a real snake in the grass. You can't trust him at all. He's such a snake in the grass. Yeah. And you'd definitely be using the exaggerated intonation. What a snake in the grass. We definitely join the words together. It's such a common idiom and expression. Okay. Kind of related, all right. Nader brings up in sheep's clothing. Well, the expression really, Nader, is a wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay. A snake in the grass means somebody, well, he's so low, all right. Okay, snake in the grass is somebody you have to watch out for. They're a cheat and a liar. A wolf in sheep's clothing refers to somebody who's actively giving an impression of something that they're not. Yeah, and usually the idea, a wolf in sheep's clothing, he managed to fool somebody at some point. All right, it's similar to under false pretenses, but okay, you know, I can say she tried to get the job under false pretenses, but she didn't. She was not successful in fooling anyone. It means that you're trying to fool somebody. If you are a wolf in sheep's clothing, it probably means that you did manage to fool somebody. Yeah, that's it. Okay. He's a real snake in the grass. There's lots of other idioms and expressions about being low. He's such a low life. That guy is lower than the carpet. I don't know. He's lower than a snake's belly. There's one for you. Lower than a snake's belly. Okay. What's lower than a snake? He's lower than a snake's belly. All right. Kind of associated expressions to talk about somebody who can't be trusted. There's this sort of connotation that lowness has to do with untrustworthiness, cheat, liar. All right. Okay. Michael, number 6, please.
Jim says he loves me and he's promised we'll get engaged later this year. I know he means it this time. Come on, Gina. You've heard it before. It's just maybe taking advantage of you, or taking.
Well, maybe he is taking advantage of her. If he is getting something out of her, then he's taking advantage of her. That was not really clear in the sentence.
So maybe leading you up the garden path.
Yeah, okay. This fits very nicely here. It's the idea of conning someone or tricking them for a long period of time. All right, that's why he says, "Oh, come on, you've heard this before." All right, from the context here, we know that this is something that's probably been going on for a while. He's been lying to her. Okay, often in just such a situation where there's some outcome somebody expects, and maybe somebody keeps pushing it back, pushing it back, pushing it back. Oh, you're going to get the promotion. Sure you will. And then a year later, you still don't have the promotion. Oh, you just led me down the garden path. All right. Nader, number 7. I told you I didn't want a party for my 50th birthday, but I know you're planning something. You can't. What? You can't what, Nader? G. Yes. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. Okay, notice the way that this is used. The speaker is telling somebody else, you can't pull the wool over my eyes. You can't trick me. You can't lie to me. You can't fool me. All right. This is how the idiom is used. You would not say it in a kind of first-person active way. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm going to pull the wool over the boss's eyes. That would be very unusual. It's usually used exactly how we see it in the material here, just like this. You can't pull the wool over my eyes. You're trying to pull the wool over my eyes as an accusation is generally how this idiom is used. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Anna, back to you. Number 8. Last one here.
Okay. Paul's asked me to work late again this week, and I've said yes. The problem with you is you are too nice. People always... let's see. I have a doubt, teacher.
Yeah.
I don't know if more correct in this sentence, take advantage of you.
Yeah.
Or other, because today in most of the sentence you said two possible idioms.
Yes, I did. That's right. So now I understand that they were all grammatically correct. The first one, I guess, is I feel as if I've been stabbed in the back. Don't
Yes,
particularly
yes.
care for that because, okay, that means I feel as if I've been betrayed. Uh, oh, okay, betrayed by they, them. Okay, I get it now. So I guess number one should have been, I think I
Es,
did give a couple
yes.
possible answers. I did say that this is possible. You're right. I've been stabbed in the back. So you are totally correct.
Okay,
People always take advantage of you.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So what are there? Oh, there you go. Too nice. I was going to ask. Well, it's right there. What are they taking advantage of? The fact that you're too nice. You take advantage of someone. You take advantage of some quality. They're nice. They're naive. They're just stupid. Whatever. They're
Yes, the a
whatever.
weakness
A
of
weakness.
people.
Correct.
People abuse of you because you are a weak person, a weak person.
Okay. Or you have a weakness. That's it. Exactly. All right. Very good. Okay. Nader is asking about you're putting me on. Where is you're putting me on? I don't know, but okay, you're putting me on is usually an expletive, something we say yes, and it means yeah, you're kidding me. Are you putting me on? Are you kidding me? I'm just putting you on. Yes, same meaning, identical, actually. It's daylight robbery. Um, well, okay, I see where you're getting that. Pulling the wool over my eyes. No. In general, you're kidding me. You're putting me on. Are you pulling my leg? Are you having a go at me? Are you yanking my chain? We have several ways of asking, are you trying to trick me in a friendly, jovial, your best friend, your brother or sister, your family are trying to do. Usually we use pull the wool over my eyes for somebody who's really up to a more, not just saying something, you know, to 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 trick you or just whatever, to have a joke at you, but they're doing something. Notice the example earlier was they're having a surprise party. They've got an elaborate plot and they're doing things. Pull the wool over your eyes is generally used for much more elaborate things, more serious, more elaborate. Yeah, not just saying something silly like, "Oh, did you hear that the president of the United States is in town?" Are you serious? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, not for something like that. You wouldn't say, "Are you serious? Are you pulling the wool over my eyes?" You would never say something about some casual little, you know, silly thing like that. Okay, one more round. See if we can make it through here. More expressions that have to do with dishonesty. Liars and thieves and thieves. Thieves and cheats and liars. Uh, okay. Ileana, starting with number one here. Choosing from this list. Number one.
Yes, I just looked at the new flat. It was nice, but they wanted 500 pounds a week. 500 pounds for a week. That's daylight robbery.
Yeah, that's daylight robbery. I have heard that before. Americans might more commonly say, I think, very much the same meaning. That's highway robbery. An exclamation about something exactly like this. Not an actual robbery with a gun or a knife or something.
Okay, it's just not a fair price.
Exactly. Precisely.
Too expensive.
That's ridiculous. It's highway robbery. They can't ask for that much money. That's crazy. Right. Daylight robbery. I've heard Americans say daylight robbery as well, but I think Americans are prone to say highway robbery. Brits say daylight robbery. Same thing, though. Same purpose. Okay, Michael, number 2.
You don't seem very happy, Martin. Is something wrong? Yes, please. Now you come to mention it. I've just been talking to Richard. He says you've been talking about me behind my back.
Yeah. All right. And I can tell by the way that you read it that you know it. Yeah. Okay. Saying things about you, obviously negative, or else it wouldn't bother people, but saying negative things about you, not to your face, which is the opposite of behind your back. Say it to my face. Don't go saying things about me behind my back. Say it to my face. Right. In secret, without you hearing, behind your back. And it doesn't have to be things you say. You could be doing things behind my back. I don't know about, in secret as well. Okay, Nader, number 3. I've never told a lie in my life. And response, I don't believe you. Everyone has to tell something from time to time. F, yes. Everyone has to tell a little white lie from time to time. Absolutely. Okay, a little white lie. All right. Your mother, your grandmother, even better. Your grandmother comes back from the beauty parlor and they've done something horrible to her hair. It's now blue and it's piled 2 feet high on the top of her head. Of course, you're not going to tell your grandmother she looks like a space alien. You're going to tell your grandmother, oh, yes, that's quite an interesting new look you have, Grandma. A little white lie. Usually the point is to protect someone's feelings. Okay, all right, that's it. Yeah, all right, Anna, number 4.
Okay. If there is one thing I absolutely hate is people who are two-faced. The kind of person who says one thing to your face and something totally different behind your back.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think the material explains it very well. That's
Yes.
it. Yes, that's exactly right. Two-faced. Do you like two-faced people? Of course. Who doesn't? I mean,
No.
who does? Nobody does. Never mind. Silly question. Yes, I don't know anybody who likes two-faced people. It's, yeah, not good. Very, very, very bad quality. All right, Ileana, number 5.
Yes, after Roger was arrested, it was obvious that he had been to us for months. Lying through his teeth.
Mm-hmm. Very common.
Was lying. Yeah.
Yeah, an exaggerated way, of course, to say lying. Oh, you're lying through your teeth. Okay. All right. Nader, I missed it. Do you have a question or something? I missed it.
Is there any specific meaning of this expression? I mean, or it's quite common to use in different situations. Lying through your teeth, or it means something special.
No, it's pretty common, and just you think somebody's lying, especially if they're lying like to your face, not lying about things, but lying directly to you, especially. Then you're lying through your teeth. Or, in this case, he's been lying through his teeth for months. All right. He's been lying to everyone, talking about it more generally. Yeah, widely used for any lying.
Sorry, teacher. In this sentence, we could use on the fiddle. He had been on the fiddle.
Okay.
On the fiddle to us for months.
I don't think so. Okay. I don't think that's quite it. No, that's coming up. No, that's not it.
No.
No, definitely not.
The other idiom is grammatically correct, lying through his teeth to us for months.
Yes. Yes, it is. He had been lying through his teeth to us for months. Had been lying. So this is a past perfect continuous.
Yes.
Okay. For months before he was arrested, because we have two things. He was arrested in the past. Before that, an act that took duration, a long time. So past perfect continuous. Yeah, it fits perfectly grammatically.
Okay, thank you.
Right. Yeah. Good observation, Nader. Yes, you pay through the nose and you lie through your teeth. That's absolutely true. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, commenting on politicians. I've heard this. People use this idiom for watching a debate, a political debate. Oh my God, they're all lying through their teeth. Okay, so yeah, it's used quite widely. All right, Michael, number 6.
How can someone like Bob earn enough to own a Porsche? I don't know, but if you ask me, I'd say he's on the fiddle today.
I think so. Yeah. Okay, he's on the fiddle. All right. This is, by the way, this is very British. Americans would never say this. As an American, I would say, if you ask me, he's on the take. Yeah, I think he's on the take. That's it. But the same meaning. Okay. Somewhere he's getting bribery. Maybe Bob's a police officer. I don't know. The idea is that he's got money he shouldn't have. He's on the take. He's taking money for something. Maybe it's a bribe. Maybe it's some kind of kickback. Something. Some way he's getting money that's not honest, not legal. In whatever way. Yeah. So that's the idea. And Americans say on the take. All right. Nadir number 7. Michael was telling me how much he earned last year. Reply. And exaggerating, no doubt. You can't. Huh? That guy says. Huh? Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah, right. Thought we already did this. Right. You can't believe a word he says. Also, super, super common. All right. Used to give advice most often used to give advice about other people. Don't believe a word he says. Okay. He's a complete liar. He's a pathological liar. Don't believe a word he says. Sometimes used kiddingly, I might add. Okay, you're at a dinner party and somebody says, "Oh, Michael is the most successful salesman in the company," and Michael, if he's very humble, he may say, "Don't believe a word he says. He's exaggerating." Okay, so sometimes you use playfully, to show humility when somebody's bragging about you. So not only used in a negative way, also used to sort of deflect too much attention or too much praise. All right, Anna, number 8.
Okay, so you don't think what he said was true? Then I doubt it very much. I wouldn't trust Michael as far as I could throw him.
Yes, all right. I mentioned this one earlier. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw him. Yeah. Yeah, and that one's very common. Americans are quite fond of this one. Okay. Yeah. And obviously an exaggerated way to advise somebody else not to trust him, or as an accusation to somebody else. I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you.
Yes, at all.
At all.
I don't trust somebody at all.
Yeah. It's even more funny if the guy you're telling it to is a really big fat guy. I wouldn't trust you as far as I could throw you. And that's not going to be very far. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Okay. All right. Another note here. If you want to talk about somebody totally dishonest, he would sell his own grandmother. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, this is rather clever. Another one they introduced here. He is economical with the truth. Yeah. Okay. Maybe he is. What do we say? Okay.
Yes, it's funny, this idiom, economical with the truth.
Yeah, he's very economical with the truth. Yes, it's very sarcastic, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. He's honesty impaired, or he's honesty challenged. Okay. I've heard that. Those also a very sarcastic way to say that somebody has a difficult time with the truth. Well, I've heard that one. He has a difficult time with the truth. He's not exactly comfortable with the truth. Okay. All right, here we go. Top of the range Porsche, double garage, jacuzzi, gold-plated taps. He's got to be on the fiddle. Got to be on the take. All right, quick review of the last 5 minutes or so. Let's see if we can zip through these. Add the missing prepositions. We're looking for prepositions here. Ileana.
Yes, I just have a problem with seeing text. I don't see anything, just black screen. I don't know what's going on. Oh yes, right now. It's good. Lying through his teeth.
There you go. All right. And very common one. Okay. Michael, number 2.
Leading you up or down the garden.
Yeah, very good. Good memory. Good job. Okay. Yeah, Brits tend to say up and Americans tend to say down. Very good one. Oh, excellent. And midair, pull the wool over. You got it. Pull the wool over my eyes. Pull the wool over his eyes if you're commenting about somebody else. Great. Anna, number 4.
Yes, and therefore pretenses.
Yes, definitely. Somebody does something under false pretenses. They're pretending to be something they're not. Excellent. Ileana, number 5.
Talking behind my back.
Yes, definitely. Again, super common idiom. Somebody's talking behind your back. They're saying things secretly from you. Michael, number 6, negative things, obviously.
Taking for a ride.
Taken for a ride, yeah. I've been taken for a ride, okay. Yes, somebody conned you is the idea, if you've been taken for a ride. Yeah, Nader, number 7. Stabbed blank the back. Nader, are you there? Well, not sure if you're there or what. Stabbed in the back, there you are, okay. Stabbed in the back, very common. Betrayed. Often betrayed by someone you trust, a fellow employee, a friend, a neighbor, something like that. Okay, Ileana, number 8.
Take advantage of me.
Definitely. All right. Take advantage of your weakness is the idea. Michael?
Economical with the truth.
There you go. Someone who doesn't really like to tell the truth very often. And last, on the fiddle. There you go. Okay, very good. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. Time for me to go. So